In the usual videos I make about this show, I usually rage a lot, but this time some time has passed since I seen the show. Since I saw the episode. So hopefully this time I actually be calm, and when I talk, remembering what happened, I won't get angry. Let's try to keep it at that. So I'm going to say that the episode itself was epic, but at the same time it was horrible. Like, by epic, I'm talking about the action. But besides that, it was a very horrible episode. So, you know, again, I'm ready for fanboys to come after me. I'm ready to get my comments and we can go. But here's the thing. So, when this episode starts, I'm like, okay, Vader's chasing Obi-Wan. But my problem is, like, how did Reva get to Tatooine so quickly? Like, you just got stabbed in the chest by a lightsaber. Whatever, man. Anyway, Vader's chasing Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan does, the usual plot where he draws attention away from, like, oh my god, at this point, it's so overused because he's been doing it the whole time, and it works every time, bro. Like, jeez, terrible writing. He lures Vader to another planet so he can fight one-on-one, just so the basically the rebels could live. But, like, my problem is, like, wouldn't Vader say, prepare my ship and keep firing on these rebels while I'm gone? Like, would he say that? I'm just asking. But anyway, so yeah, he goes to the planet to fight Obi-Wan. And see, here's the part where I said it was epic and horrible at the same time. See, they're fighting, and it's a good little fight, but again, bro, they don't know what they're doing with Vader. All they know is how to make him look epic and badass. That's all they know. But when it comes to him as a character, they don't know anything about him. When I was watching them fight each other, how Vader was losing so much ground, I'm saying, like, bro, they got this so wrong. Vader fights aggressively, yet you switching him and bro, oh my god, bro. The only time Vader ever lost ground like that was when he was holding back against Luke. When he didn't want to, episode 6, when he was holding back and he didn't want to hurt Luke, but Luke was hurting him. Luke was trying to kill him at that point. But in this show, this episode, he just when I saw him losing ground like that, bro, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Obi-Wan beats him. I would not be surprised. This is trash. He was losing all that ground, and they're going at it using the Force and all that, and then eventually you come to this point where you can actually see that Obi-Wan is straight up beating him. And then you had the part where Vader buried him under some boulders and all that, but whatever. But yeah, after that, Obi-Wan straight up beats Vader, bro. Just like that. And again, they only know how to make him epic, but besides that, they don't really know much else about him. Because, see, this is Disney, bro. The power levels, they don't know anything about power levels as well. Just look at the MCU. This is Disney. So Obi-Wan hasn't did anything since episode 3. But you show Vader to be more powerful than he ever was. More powerful than how he was in episode 3. Yet you allow him to easily lose by a guy who's basically been out the game for 10 whole years, doing nothing. I'm not accepting that, bro. I'm not. That was trash. That's a huge blow to his character, by the way, because you completely went back on all of that, bro. Obi-Wan did not get powerful. He was the same since episode 3. He has not gained more power or anything, and yet he beats Vader, who was actively trying to get more powerful. That is weak writing, bro. That is trash. Oh my god. There was another thing I wanted. Oh yeah. And then like the way you let him get his powers back and all that, bro. In episode 3, we saw how weak he was. Episode 3 of this show. And then episode 4, you can see that he was getting a little back at it, but he still wasn't anywhere near what he was. Episode 5, I don't think he did anything in episode 5. Now, in episode 6, he is even more powerful than he was in the prequels. That's garbage. That's terrible. That's terrible writing. That, see, Luke gets a pass because that was back then, before, we could grasp on the concept. But even then, we know that Vader was holding back in that fight. Even then, we know that. But this show, Obi-Wan has no excuse. I'll admit he's better than what he was the whole series. But it's so trash. Like, if you were going to do this, why cut him off from the Force? Like, bro, it would have been much more understandable if, if he never cut himself off and he was getting more powerful as time went on. But instead, you make him take this 10-year break that's garbage. Oh my god. They don't know bro, bring back George Lucas, man. I've been saying that for so long, bro. Like, the writing in these new Star Wars stories is so inconsistent. It's so bad. And, then, like, when Obi-Wan beats Vader, they did that stupid Rebels nonsense where he has his giant, his mask is damaged. And I was like, bro, bring back George Lucas. Because, see, what you're getting now with all this fan service nonsense is that everything happens for a reason. His mask was damaged to reference Rebels and to get an emotional scene. But by that moment, I was already checked out of the episode. I didn't even care anymore. There was a whole Qui-Gon Force Ghost. I've been wanting to see him since episode 1. But based on everything I've been seeing throughout the show, bro, I didn't even care anymore. Like, it was just completely wasted. Jeez. And then not only that, Qui-Gon was ignoring him, by the way. But whatever. So yeah. The damage helmet thing. See, I always thought that was so stupid, bro. Like, just stop. Jeez. See, people always run around bad saying that Vader can go without his helmet, saying it's the Force that keeps him alive and all that. But see, this is what happened. See, the Force was expanded a lot when Knights of the Old Republic dropped. And so now when writers saw that, they were like, oh, this is easy. I can just say the Force does this and that. They always run to the Force. The Force isn't, the Force has been used to save their terrible writing so many times. Whatever, man. Because, like, I would never get out the fact that in episode 6, as soon as Vader's shit got damaged, he died minutes after. And, in this, he's just casually chilling. Like, bro. So, after this, we're back on Tatooine with Reva trying to get to Luke. And then when she actually gets... No, wait, no. Let me go back. So, Owen goes to tell his wife, I forgot his name, Claire, I can't remember. He tells his wife that she's coming, and she said, we're not running, we're going to fight. I'm like, bro, stop this woman empowerment shit. And then And then he tells Luke about it. He didn't directly tell him that Rebel was coming, but basically something like Rebel was coming. Well, I mean, he told him the Tusken Raiders is coming, and Lucas said, "I'm not afraid." I'm saying, like, bro, like, why is every character just so courageous? Like, with Lucas, you didn't have to worry about that, bro. You know, they would be like Luke, for example, when episode 4, where he didn't really want to be a Jedi until his home was destroyed. Like, bro, I hate, like, every character is almost the same, bro. Jeez, it's made me want to rip my head out because this show is already bad. But yeah, anyway, Rebel is coming after Luke, and she's getting knocked around by Owen and all that. Like, jeez, you're so garbage. And when she gets to Luke, she start having flashbacks when she was a youngling, and I'm just saying, like, bro, all about where she spares him. I mean, she takes him back home, and I'm just saying, like, what's the point of this whole scene? And it goes right back to what I said, bro. Everything happens for a reason. That happened just so it can show that she redeemed herself. This show is so garbage, bro. The writing is not consistent at all. What was the point of her ever going to Tatooine if she was going to waste her time and my time? And never mind. So yeah, after this, we get into the closing scenes and all that. There's not much else I can say about that. Oh wait, the Vader part where he's trying to, tear apart the galaxy just to get to Obi-Wan. See, a lot of the things in this show, some things happen just so that fanboys could fall back on it. And then when you critique these scenes like I'm doing right now, they're just going to say you're complaining. Bro, this is not complaining. This is critiquing so that they would know to improve this or not make the same mistake again. But to you, it's complaining because you... I'm going to say that for another video. But yeah, Vader said that he's going to repart the gap. He's basically pulling the Darth Malik on Revan. That's basically what he's doing to Obi-Wan. And I'm saying, like, bro, you were so trash in this show. Like, you're my favorite character, and you were so trash. Like, first you let him get away like 3 times, and then when you actually do get to him, he beats you without even actually honing his skills or anything. Like, oh my god, bro, people were wasted in this trash show. I was hyped to see this because it was coming right out the prequels. But if you were going to write it like this, I'm not going with that, man. I'm not. The only episodes I liked was the first 2. After that, I didn't care about anything else. Obi-Wan and Vader had no business even actually meeting each other, but whatever. I mean, never mind, bro. Like, this show, like, it's trash. We're going to say that. We're going to leave it at that. This show is trash, and it was unredeemable. I will never forgive this show. I hope that... Oh, wait, never mind. We're getting a season 2, I heard. But besides that, man, besides what I already said, if any fanboys got a problem with what I said, we can take it down to the comment section. Your fan homies won't be here to say you because this is my territory. And, like, that's kind of it. Like, my rating for this show, I give it a 4 out of 10, probably a 3 out of 10. And that 3 is coming from the first 2 episodes. But if I was to individually rate the episodes, then I would give episode 1 a 9 out of 10. I give episode 2 a 8 out of 10. Episode 3 a 6 out of 10. Episode 4 is 0 out of 10. That's not an exaggeration. Episode 5, well, remember, okay, episode 5, I would give it like a 5 out of 10. And this episode, I give it a 4 out of 10. It does not matter how epic you make a character out to be when they're not going to do what they're supposed to do, like how they were established. But whatever. And you know, in the episode 5, people were saying that Obi-Wan knew what Darth Vader was going to do, because that was the whole point of that little episode 2 showing. But like, here's the thing. This is why I like that Anakin, before Disney, this is why I like that Anakin and Darth Vader seem like two different people. Because Anakin, was power hungry crazy. But Vader understands now that, he knows to be careful this time. And that's what makes him so much powerful. But this show completely went back on all that. And my gosh, I'm done.